Welcome to Candid Conversations with the Grand Canions on Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Some people are real deep, Ken. Well, let me welcome you first. Here go my co-host, Mr. Coach Extraordinaire. Who are you? That wasn't good?
You've been on
Some full of turkey.
You've been on that crown today?
I've been on that doggone dressing. I've been on that mac and cheese.
Okay. I just wondered because you seem excited.
I'm still looking for a little chitterling if somebody's not too late.
See, now to
call me with the
chitterling. You just messed it up.
I got my hot sauce and mustard ready.
You know why chitterlings or whatever that is make me not want to be around you afterwards?
What?
Because it's almost like, it's pig poop.
Do you know what makes me not want to be around you? The fact that you call them chitterlings and not chitlins.
I was just trying to be funny. But it's pig poop.
It's not pig poop. It's no
it
poop.
Is. I don't care how much you.
I don't care
how much you skeet. How much you skeet to try to clean it. Pig poop is around it.
Well, when you eat link pork sausage, you got that. That's what's on that.
Is that pig poop too?
It's a chitterling. The casing is a chitterling. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't eat link sausage anymore.
When did you stop? The last time you ate it? Just now?
I eat turkey sausage or chicken sausage. All right, welcome, y'all. Hey, glad to see you.
Glad to see you.
And I thank God that we got to see another Thanksgiving.
Yes, isn't that something?
Yeah. So
Grateful.
Look, I just wanted to show you this. I know they don't get to see our table, but this is our picture, Nat. And you know what? We've been together for a long time.
We have been together for a long time.
You're like the best. I just love doing life with you. I just want y'all to see my
I feel like
I keep this on my desk. It's a little
I should be afraid. I don't know if I'm going to have to be the turkey tonight. I don't know if I got to play gobble gobble. I don't know what you
gobble gobble.
I don't know why you should.
Or wobble wobble, whichever you want to do. All right. So look, what you got for me tonight?
So tonight we have a video. Well, I want to talk about last week, and let's get one of the sponsors.
Well, last week we did the best of.
Yes, we did.
And when I looked at the best of, we are on episode. I think it was episode 45, 46, something like that. But I remember I looked at the stuff that we've talked about. We've talked about some real issues.
Yes,
some real
stuff.
And some people agree, some people don't agree. But either way, I think that we are putting forth real-time issues just like tonight. I heard you telling me kind of going over because she organizes the podcast subjects that we're going to talk about. And so when I ask her, what are we going to do tonight? I just come in and say, all right, let's just do it.
Let's do it. Let's get this.
All right. But before we get there, I want to tell everybody, listen, we got a Black Friday special. So you all know that we do the game. And I'm telling you this in advance. We do the game. At the end, we're going to do the game. And we do have our sponsor. But I want to just let everybody know, for those of you who don't wait around to the end, we are doing a 20% off on the game if you click the link. And here's the 20% off. It's BLK for Black Friday, BLK 2024. BLK 2024. And you get 20% off this combo game. I promise y'all, we've sold hundreds of them. And you'll see why at the end. We'll pull a card, pick a card, do whatever we have to do.
Pull a card, pick a card.
All right.
Okay. So first, I would like to say we have a video tonight. And if we can get them to roll the footage.
Like you have them chitterlings.
I wish I was.
Hey, yo, let me holler at y'all, yo. Listen, if your girlfriend tell you to stop communicating with another woman and you don't, that's telling her that you're choosing that girl over the relationship. And it's like, it might even be innocent. It might be a friend. It might even be a colleague. But at the end of the day, if you respect your girl enough, and you love her enough, and you love the relationship enough, then it shouldn't even be a question. If she asks you, yo, babe, you don't feel comfortable with me? Oh, yeah? I said, bet, it's done. That right there will reassure her. you know, and maybe after communicating, you can revisit that after respecting her wishes at a later date. You feel me? And be like, yo, babe, this is who that person was. She might respect it, and she might not. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, you owe loyalty to your woman, you know? You owe loyalty to your relationship. And I've been in relationships where people used to question, you know, yo, why are you talking to her? I need you to stop. I'm like, yo, it's just somebody, a friend, it's just a coworker. I don't care. Your woman know exactly what's going on. She know you. She know who she dating. And she also know women. So she might see things that you might not even peep. And she's asking you to chill, you know, and then we questioning it. But fellas, before we question shit, put the shoe on the other foot. Will we feel comfortable after asking our woman and she doesn't? How would that make you feel? So before we start to be like, nah, and get defensive, put yourself in their shoes, yo.
Okay, so we saw the video. Welcome back. What are your thoughts? I want to get your thoughts out there, but I want to get your thoughts as well, Mr. Canion. What are your thoughts?
So what he was saying in the video, if you ask your guy,
or girl,
or girl, but he was saying guy, if you ask him to stop talking to, I guess, a female friend, that if you aren't willing to do that, you're putting the relationship, that female friend, before the relationship. Okay, so I've got thoughts.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are, I can see how he says that. However, things are not always black and white in relationships.
Okay.
And here's why I say they're not black and white. So let me give you a thought. So let's say we've been dating. Now, is he talking about their dating or marriage?
He's just saying when you're in a relationship with someone.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And so I want to pose this to you before I give my opinion. If I'm in a relationship, let's say you're in a relationship with me. We've been in a relationship for 3-4 months.
Right.
Okay. And we just decided to get in a relationship. But you've been friends with a guy. And it's been platonic. Y'all never had anything going for 15 years.
Right.
15 years prior to me.
Okay.
Okay. And I ask you, after 3 or 4 months, you need to get rid of that friendship. Because basically, I'm putting some context to that video. Because it's easy to just say, get rid of something. But my question is, will you forego 15 or 20 years friendship for 4 months? I'm just asking.
If I felt like this guy was the one,
Okay.
there's a great possibility that I would.
4 months, you don't.
Wait,
you don't know,
let
do
me
you?
let me
I'm
let
sorry.
me let me finish my answer. You know what I'm talking about? 4
Just
months.
make you bold. Go ahead.
4 months is not long enough for me to know that somebody is the one. But some people meet and marry in 30, 60, 90 days. Some people do and stay together for years. And so I can't, I think that is, my heart has to tell me what to do with that.
Your heart. What about your damn head?
My heart would have to tell me
But you
what
brought
to
the
do with
video to
that.
me. And so what I'm going to do is turn it around.
I don't care how you turn it. My answer is the same.
I know, but you
can
ain't
flip it
answering.
up. I did.
But you're
I
not
did
answering.
answer it. I'm saying that if I felt like, if I was in a relationship with somebody for 4 months, and if I felt like like this could go somewhere, I would possibly do it. If I felt like this is just a joker,
So,
then
but
no, I
you
wouldn't.
don't know after 4 months. So you're saying to me,
You don't know after. I know people that have been together for 20 years and called it quits. And so you don't know. Like we down for each other.
but we ain't. But what we talking about is I'm letting go something I know, a known commodity. I'm letting go this known commodity, a friend who's been there for me. They just happen to be of the opposite sex, who've been there for me through good, bad, ugly.
So you use 4 months. Okay. So what if you were with someone 4 years? Would that make a difference if they asked you the question?
Yeah, it would. Because if I'm with you 4 years, then, I mean, you can look into the camera all you want to and blink. You can blink all you want to. But if I'm with you 4 years, I feel like we en route to getting married. I do. And probably we're in a committed relationship. It does make a difference. But I still have to weigh it though, because that means I'm giving up a 19-year friendship.
So what if you guys were married? What if it's a marriage?
If we were married, I would give it up.
Easy, or would you fight?
It's still no. I would give it up because my spouse wanted me to give it up. Okay, and look, I may not want to in my heart because I've built a relationship over 20 years now. By this time, it's 20 years, and we've been friends for 20 years. Now, if I'm married, nothing comes before my marriage. Nothing. We ought to do a podcast on children. People who get married, who got children, and then they left, let the children come before the marriage. But that's another podcast. But nothing comes before the marriage. Nothing. And so I would be willing to let it go. Now, even if my partner, my wife, even if her suspicions were just rooted in insecurity, nothing factual, I would still let it go. But if I'm dating the person, I would consider it just the scenario.
Is there a time limit, or would you just say, because you said 4 months is too soon?
I'm saying 4 months versus 15 years. I just threw out that extreme.
So how would you? Because
people do
How
that.
would you tell them? No, I'm not going to do that. How would you stand your ground in that?
How would I stand my ground? Here's what I would say. I'm a communications guy. I would say, number one, you look like you're beating up. You like you're having a hot one. Do you need to do that?
Oh, that was that pork and that dressing. Oh, it was so good though.
You need me
that sausage.
You need me to give you a peel? All right. So here's what I would say. I would say this. I would say, I value our relationship. I value where we're going. And I think our relationship can and probably will blossom. We're getting to know each other. We're collecting data. I say, I believe, though, to ask me to give up a 15-year friendship right now is more than I'm willing to do. Because I know this relationship means something to me. And we've never had anything going on, but it means something to me. They've been there for me throughout my whole life, throughout the good times, the bad times, and the ugly times. And I just feel like right now, that is something that is a lot to ask of a person that we've been just knowing each other 4 months. I would say it that way.
So what if that person said, well, I don't feel good about it. I'm out. You would just let them go?
And golly, this is a good one, because would I just let them go? I mean, that's just like what. That's kind of like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That's how you said.
Kumataba, huh? I don't know if I would let them go, but I would say this much. It would tell me something about, I would want to explore why they feel that way. Before I would let them go, what we always have to do is communicate to create deeper conversation. So I, being the communicator that I am, I want to find out why you feel that way. What is it about this person that makes you feel that way? What has brought you to this conclusion? Because you're asking me to do something that is drastic. You're asking me to do something that is truly profound. And so I have to know how we arrived here for you to ask me that. Because you're asking me to get rid of one of my best friends, even though they're of the opposite sex. Now, what if you say it's just my insecurity?
What if so as a woman, let me dap my forehead.
You dap your forehead?
Let me dap my
and
forehead.
As you dap, the beads keep coming.
You know what, Kenny?
I'm just saying.
As a woman, we legitimately don't always have an answer. Sometimes it's just a feeling. And when I get that feeling, it's real. When I get that feeling, it is something behind it. I can't sometimes articulate. I can't tell you what it is, but I know that it's something. And when I say it's something, you better bet on that. You better bet on it. And so
But a lot of times you had feelings that back in the day that I was poking something, but I wasn't. Your feeling was wrong. Years
Kenny,
ago, you thought I was you was wrong. So your feeling don't always be right.
Kenny,
Look into the camera.
I've had real feelings. I've had true feelings.
Okay.
That were true feelings.
Back in the day, okay. Y'all, we talked about before we got married.
No. Listen. Recently, it was somebody that you were going to do a business deal with.
Oh, you were right.
I said,
and you were right.
I don't have a good feeling about this person. And you were like, what is it? And I said, I don't know.
And you're right.
I don't know what it is.
You're absolutely right.
I just don't feel good about this person. And you like, for a moment, I think you went back in our past and you felt like it was my insecurity that I was feeling that I was being insecure
and I probably did. But you because you couldn't give me any reason why. And I'm being honest. But you ended up being right.
I was right
in that case.
I was right. I was right in a few other cases that you'll never say I was.
Some you were not so right in.
There was some cases.
Can I tell you why I'm saying this?
I'm about to beat up again. I'm finna beat up, and this ain't the sausage this time. No,
Can I tell you why?
Why, baby?
And I'm going to educate people.
Okay.
There's a difference between intuition and insecurity, but both of them feel the same. Do you know why? But they're rooted in different things. They're rooted in different emotions. They feel the same. Like insecurity says something's not right. Now, or like, what's not right? Intuition says something's not right. Now, how does a person know it's intuition or insecurity?
How?
I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. Insecurity is based on a previous pain. I'm viewing this situation through the lens of pain.
That's good.
Okay? Of pain, trauma, something that hurts me, right? Mm-hmm. Intuition, I'm viewing it through the lens of curiosity. So let me explain that to you. You ever know, like this painting, we have a painting in here. Mm-hmm. You ever looked at something, you saying, dang, that's not quite right. And you realize it's off a little bit. Well, that's intuition. Because you are curious because there's something about it that doesn't seem right. It's not based on any pain point. Mm-hmm. It's based on curiosity. All right? And so a lot of times, but they present themselves very similar.
And there have been times that you explain it like that. It has been my insecurity and not
intuition.
I was still right.
I have to say that you weren't always right when it was based on insecurity. But I'm just simply saying that.
No, I'm just
saying.
Doesn't
mean that, and you were, I will admit that you were right sometimes.
I was.
But you have to admit that you were wrong sometimes too.
I don't know that I was wrong.
I'm telling you was wrong.
That's like the YSL trial, like them trying to tell them that they was guilty.
They are guilty. You just can't prove that they're guilty. They are guilty. You just can't prove it. Okay. Now, audience, what do you think? Audience, what do you think? What do you think? Let's say in this video, see, it's easy to look at a video and say, I would do this. But when you put context to it, like I asked Ned, if she's got a 15-year friend, a guy, because Ned had friends that when we met. Now, those friends may not have been interested in her because they probably didn't like, they didn't like women. But okay. But let's say she had a friend who did like women. You know your friends, some of those friends didn't like women. Do you know them? Do you know some?
Keep going.
Okay. All right. So, but if she had a friend who did like women and y'all been friends but didn't like her like that, y'all were just tight like that for 15, 20 years. And I come in 4 or 5 months and say, you got to get rid of them. You know you must. That's a profound ask.
Now, let me. Now, there has been a friend of two of yours that I've said. So tell me honestly here what you thought about that. What?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what you're trying to.
That I said, yeah,
trying
I
to
don't
twist
want
me
y'all
up.
talking. No.
No.
I'm not trying to-
I get that again.
No, I'm just saying, what were your thoughts? How do you feel that those were rooted in my insecurity?
Yeah, at
or-
that time, I thought they were.
Nigga, I'm
rooted in-
asking you what you feel today. I didn't say. I said, do you feel? I didn't say did.
Well,
did I-
back then,
did-
I mean,
what-
I can only
did-
go on how I felt
yeah,
back then.
Yeah, because you making me. Hey, boy, it's Thanksgiving. I've been.
I can only go on how I felt back then.
But
I thought
you
it
did
was
think-
rooted in insecurity. But I will say this,
Mm-hmm.
and I will admit this. I back then
Mm-hmm.
gave you reasons to feel insecure.
Mm-hmm.
I gave you reasons. Okay, I did back then. I did. And I ain't always been Coach Ken. I always tell people I was Ken before I was Coach Ken. Now, this was many years. This was over 25 years ago. It's many years ago. Over 25.
You have a recent friend, probably in the past 10 years.
See,
No, but I'm saying, how did
See,
you
now-
feel about that?
see,
Because
now,
did you feel like
I
that
don't
was
even know what you're
insecure?
talking about. But I will say this right here.
No, I'm being really serious. I ain't even trying to be funny.
No,
I'm not.
I'm not trying to be funny either.
Did you feel like that was insecurity?
I think I did at the time. I think I did at the time.
Really?
I don't remember, but you trying to box me in, so I don't remember. Let me just say this.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember what I was thinking, but here's the deal. The deal is because I don't cheat, but
It was, but see, here's the deal. It had nothing to do with
but
you.
it has something to do with trust.
It had nothing at all to do.
It does
with
have
you.
something
No,
to do
it
with
doesn't.
you. People can say, I
me tell you
don't
something.
trust her, but I trust you. That has
Kenny.
I mean, my thing
Kenny.
ain't gonna just fall in somebody.
No.
I'm just
Okay, let me
using
ask you
that
a
as an
question.
example.
Let me ask you a question,
Give me a
Coach.
question.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, I'm coach now.
So,
I thought
if
why you
you're,
call me Kenny then?
No, because I just got it mixed up.
Okay.
But
well,
okay,
call me
Coach.
Coach.
I'm coming to Coach now.
Oh,
Let's say
come
your
to Coach.
wife.
All
Your
right.
wife.
Okay. You coaching. I'm coaching.
Your wife just started a new job.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And so she worked with a lot of men,
Okay.
and she started hanging out with one of the guys, just with one of the guys, just hanging out.
Just hanging out with the guy?
Yeah, we just they just hanging out. They chilling. They go out.
They
to
just
eat.
met? They just met.
They just started hanging out. Yeah, they may have known each other maybe a year. I give them a year they've known each other, but then they're hanging out. They go out to eat. They just do it's innocent. But how would you feel about that?
I probably wouldn't like that. I probably would want to know what more about where y'all going out. Can I go?
Is that coming from an insecure place?
It could be.
Really?
It could be, yes.
I didn't know that you.
It could be because think about it. Everybody has insecurity. Insecurity.
No, I meant like in
I
our
want to explain
relationship
something.
like that.
Insecurity is not necessarily a bad thing. What insecurity is, it is a motion. It is an emotion tied to a potential outcome. Okay, so for instance, I have an emotion tied to an outcome, a perceived outcome. All right, and I don't feel good about that. So everybody has an insecurity, a place where they feel like something either that they don't feel great about that thing. Yes, every single person has that. Absolutely.
Would you say, I don't want you hanging around him like that? Not just one-on-one. Would you?
One-on-one?
Yeah.
More than likely, I would say that probably isn't acceptable. 1 year, but that's different than a 15, 20-year friendship. That's different. You see the difference? It's context. If you just met him on the job,
If you trust me, you trust me.
But no, it's not that I trust you. I just know y'all are in an environment one-on-one and you just met this person And in an environment one-on-one, no, I definitely would not be okay with that.
What if it's somebody that I knew like many years ago? We knew each other.
And then y'all ain't seen each other. Then he's seen you.
And they're like, let's go
"Ooh,
out to
your
eat."
cheeks look so rosy.
Yeah, could I go out to eat with them?
You can go out to eat.
Yeah, could we go to a restaurant and have dinner?
You can have one dinner. Okay, if you said I just want to go out to eat with a person.
Yeah. And then what if we like, oh wow, like we really like
there are people. If you wanted to go out for one dinner, I ain't got no problem.
I couldn't go out for two.
See what you're trying to do is you're trying to say.
I'm just saying,
yes.
like
Now I would want to know. I would want to know details. Absolutely. Why? Who is he? What was your relationship? That's why I'm telling you everything is in context. It's easy to look at a video like the guy's video and not add context to it. And that's why I threw the 15, 20-year friendship. And then I've been knowing you 4 months. Well, would you give that up for 4 months? That probably wouldn't be wise.
probably not. But if but I'll go back to that. If I felt like, sometimes it's love at first sight. And then you know that this is my person. If that happened to me, I would feel like that season is up.
Baby, it's 53% divorce rate. There is 53% divorce rate out there. Love will never be enough to sustain a relationship, ever. Now, listen to me. Even unconditional love is not enough to sustain a relationship because there are so many other things that contribute to a relationship lasting. For instance, number one, how do we resolve conflict? You and I know we loved each other with all our heart, but we were headed for divorce court because we couldn't solve we didn't know our conflict resolution. Second thing, communication. You can love a person with all your heart, but if we cannot communicate with each other, it's not going to last. 99% of the people that went to the altar, when they said, yes, for better or for worse, to death do us part, for richer, for poor, all of that. At the end of the day, they didn't say, you know what? In 3 years, I'm going to hate your guts. We're going to go to court. We're going to fight it out in court. I'm going to defame your name. I'm going to talk about you all over social media, and you're going to hate me too, and your family going to hate me. Because your mama love me right now, but she going to hate me. Nobody goes there saying that.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, baby.
To leave this relationship,
I got to die.
You got to die out.
I know. Yeah. I feel the same way. Listen, if you leave me, where we going?
Yeah.
That's why. And so I feel like this though. Our relationship has evolved through all of those things, but I realize now as a coach, but having gone through it, that's why I always tell people I can coach you because I've been through a lot of things. But I realize one thing, that love is never enough. It is not. There has to be much more than love to sustain a relationship.
I am grateful that I am on the other side of course I still have insecurities in life, but in our relationship, like walking in fear, I don't do that. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that we've created a space that if I need to say, hey, I don't feel this person, even if you don't feel the same way, there's not a force to get rid of that person. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like if you don't like them, and you and me have talked about this, I feel like if you don't like them, then I have to get rid of them.
But see that and I get it. I get it with that. You were talking about the business deal.
About the business deal.
Like I couldn't tell you.
And you didn't, and I
told you,
appreciate that.
I don't know why. I didn't make up anything. I didn't try. I said, I don't know what it is.
But you know what? I'm glad you didn't say do it. You know why? Because it had to play out the way it played out.
Because
it had to play out that way so that I could learn everything that I needed to learn.
Oh, that's so good.
And so you not saying get rid of it, but you did two things. Number one, you expressed how you felt.
Oh, that's so good.
Number one,
that's
you
so
communicated how you felt.
That's so
and
good.
Number two, you didn't try to force me to do anything. You said it's your decision, but I feel this way. And it played out that you were correct, but I learned through the process.
Yeah.
And I was willing to get rid of that.
You were at that moment.
Yes.
You said, I don't agree with this, but I am going to get rid. And I said, no, because I didn't have a reason.
Right.
But just watch your back. And so I'm grateful that, and that was good. Well, give us that again, because we get ready to roll out of here, because it's Thanksgiving, y'all. We're going to do a card.
The first thing that you did, and I want everybody to listen, is that you communicated how you felt. You communicated how you felt about the behavior. And we talked through it.
Yes.
But we were able to disagree.
Yes.
And the second, we were able to disagree and still love each other and still work through it. But the second thing was, you said, I'm not going to try to force you. Because I said, I will get rid of this person.
You did.
I will, even though it was just business,
Yes.
the business deal, I will get rid of this person. But you said no. You said no. But I said, I will. But we went ahead and continued the business relationship. And I found out that you were right. The person was not in my corner. But I needed that to play out that way so I could grow and learn.
And I think that's what's important, is that, like you said, one voices their opinion, but doesn't force the other person to make a decision.
That's good about this right here. I love it. Thank you so much. But look, don't forget, y'all, before she read this card, I got to say this. Don't forget our Black Friday, this game that she about to read. We got both games. The Moment of Truth, this is the sex version, and she got the regular version, the combo. It is on Black Friday. You know, people buy Black Friday all week.
Yes.
But we're going to do Black Friday. I think I'm going to do Black Friday for about a week or so. BLK 2024, BLK 2024 in the coupon code, and you will get 20% off the Moment of Truth combo.
Okay, so I have. I'm sorry.
Also, if y'all interested in changing, you want a relationship next year, coming up in the new year, hit me up at the www.therelationshipacademy.co. I'm gonna put you in a relationship. All you got to do is join. That's all I got to say about that.
That's all you got to do.
They the sponsor of our program, but next year we're gonna put a lot of folk in the restaurant. I want to get 3 married, and I want to get 10 more in committed relationship. 3 married, 3 marriages. That's my goal.
Healthy, committed relationship.
Oh, well, healthy. Yes. Okay. Give it to me.
A male and female start having a sexual relationship. They both realize that she wants sex twice as often as him. What should he do? A, tell her you don't have. I can't read that.
I brought the glasses for you. You can see you
I
ain't
ain't want to start squinting.
You ain't following the rules.
Tell her you don't have the time. A, B, get help from toys. C, step up even if you don't always want to. Or D, get out because you probably won't be able to keep up with that.
Read that whole thing again.
A male and female start having a sexual relationship.
Okay, male and female.
They both realize that she wants sex twice as often as him. What should he do? Tell her you don't have the time. Get help from toys. Step up even if you don't always want to. Or get out because you probably won't be able to keep up.
My help cometh from the east. Let me tell you something. I always say this. I always say, brothers, a lot of men over 40, they ain't took care of their body, and their blood flow ain't flowing. They eating whatever, blood pressure, and they can't do what they used to could do. They could bust 2-3 times. They could bust a second time before they even go down. But now,
Oh my God.
getting it up that first time, but this is what you got to do. What I will say, call on your help and get you some beet juice. Some beet juice. How do I know? Because, listen, let me tell you something. Coach, hey, when I play football, you put your helmet on, put your mouthpiece in, strap up. Yeah. And what I'm saying is, I get my help. My help, you know what my help is? We used to wear these black gloves, part of my help. Now my help might be a little bullet. Now my help might be, now I'm gonna bring everybody. I'm gonna bring my finger, my mouth, my beely
I
goat.
don't think that was in there.
I'm just telling you. You said B, bring your help. I'm bringing my help. I'm bringing everybody to the party. Okay. I used it. My little candies. Y'all, she been doing the Christmas candies. I got 3 right there.
So you have 4.
I get another one. I got another one.
4.
We gonna wrap it up. I got 4 of them.
Yeah.
I cashed in one of mine, y'all.
Yeah, to get your back rubbed.
She bought me this. Y'all, she bought me this. You might have to buy me another one. But you gotta. She bought me. You know, one of them massages that got a ball on it. Go boo 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 boo. She and I told her to do my back. So I'm gonna trade one of these in right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna trade it in for a little brain. A little brain.
Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget about our Black Friday sale. I should have kept the Hershey in the box. Black Friday sale. Thank you guys for joining us. Happy Thursday night with the Grand Canyons.
Little brain.